Fast lane, no coasting, and everything is going to be all right. You know, we talking about today. Today on the Urban Therapy with Sun show, we talking about the thing that separated you and your friends for good. For good. Vita B, what's going on? How you feeling? Good to see me some you. Good to see me some you. That's what's up. Thanks for coming on through. I appreciate it. All right. Urban Therapy with Sun 752. The thing that separated you and your friends for good. For good. They say birds of a feather flock together. You know, normally they say that you and your friends have a lot of things in common. And it's often true. There are normally certain things that bond, that number one, attract people to each other and, you know, keep them going. They bond people. And certain things that y'all have in common that y'all can all agree on. And that's not to say that you and your friends always agree on everything. But I think it's kind of interesting how most of our parents told us that birds of a feather flock together. So watch who you hang around with, or like if they knew that one of your friends had like a bad reputation and your parents were trying to protect you from that, they ain't want you hanging around with nobody. Like if you were a girl, your parents probably didn't want you hanging around girls who was out there being loose or had already had a baby. I remember those days. Like if, you know, we were like 14, 15, 16, 17 years old and one of your female friends already had a child. A lot of parents didn't want their daughters hanging around the girl who already had a baby. But here was the funny thing. They didn't want their daughters hanging around a girl who already had a baby for obvious reasons. They figured if she was able to have sex at a young age and go to full term and have the baby. And then, you know, when they bring the baby around, even though a lot of the elders didn't approve of the whole teenage pregnancy thing, everybody treated the baby good. And everybody treated the girl who had the baby good. Even if they made sure that she had to take care of her responsibilities. Shout out to all of the young mothers out there who went through that teenage pregnancy thing. Got on welfare, food stamps, WIC, whatever they had to do in order to make it. Maybe went to school, maybe kept going to school, graduated, got a job, worked hard, hustled, whatever they had to do in order to take care of their kids. They 2 kids by the time they was 20. But I'm just saying, all right, that don't apply to everybody. The bottom line is your parents might not have wanted you hanging around somebody who had kids at a young age because they figured, well, if she was a little hottie, a little fast ass, not that all girls who got pregnant as teenagers were really fast because it only takes one time, but they definitely broke the seal. Get it? They broke this. Get it? Yeah. So with all of that being said, yeah, they didn't want their daughters having the stigma of being out there, being one that would give it up at a young age, possibly not even practice using any protection at a young age, and would, they just ain't want their daughters having that type of reputation as being fast. So, you know, our parents really tried to protect us against negative imagery. Let's say that, negative imagery. So, saying all of this, I'm saying all of this to say this, or to ask this. What could be something that would make you and a good group of friends, or one friend that you were extremely close to, what could be the thing that would break y'all up for good? Not y'all had a falling out, over a couple of dollars, over a boy or over a girl or something like that. But what could be the thing that ultimately said, I don't rock with them no more. I'm not speaking to them no more. We not on speaking terms. I never thought that he or she would do that to me. I never thought that he or she would do that to me. But that's sometimes the way it gotta be. Life, Lifeilife. You know what I'm talking about. Yo, she used to be my bestie. He used to be my man, my right hand, the one that I would put up my hand and take the stand and lie if he had to. I would try to make sure he got that commissary and got by. And when he came home, I made sure I put him on, got him a good job. And no matter what nobody said, I knew he was a good dude. He didn't steal and rob. So that's what we talking about today. That's what we talking about today on the Daily Go Get 'Em. Even though this is the Daily Go Get 'Em in the background, it's the weekend. So we're really talking about the Urban Therapy with Sun Show. We're really talking about the Urban Therapy with Sun Show. What's going on? Care Bear all up in the house. Good to come through and see you share and Keith Tyler there. My man Keith. What up? My brother, my mellow, my man, my mellow, my man. Why don't you get on the mic? I want you to take it this thing. Anyway. That's what we're talking about today. That thing that broke you and your friend up for good or separated y'all for good. For good. Y'all was thick as thieves. Thick as thieves. And now y'all ain't even on speaking terms or, that family bond thing. That family bond thing, like, look. I don't rock with such and such or whatever, but I'm gonna still hook their kids up at Christmas because I'm their guy. I'm their godfather, their godmom. It ain't the kid's fault. It ain't the kid's fault that your mom ain't shit. It ain't your kid's fault that your dad ain't shit. It ain't. So regardless of what we got going on, or used to have going on, or don't have going on no more. Yeah, I'm still cool with his mom, his sister, his kids, they still look at me as their uncle. But now I can't rock with the boy no more. I never thought he would. I never thought he would ever try to disrespect and come at my neck. And I thought that anybody who ever tried to come at my neck, that he would be the first one to check. But you know how the game goes. Sometimes it gotta be like that. I told you so. And people always told me, I told you about your man. I told you he wasn't really $100,000. And I told you that one day you would find out that life ain't really what it's all about. And he's a weak link getting the chain. And right now, you're feeling the pain and the strain of a broken relationship. You was on a trip, man. I told you it's kind of like the record skip. It means that it's scratched. It means that it's broke. And now y'all feeling like the bond y'all had was broke. Or should I say it was a joke? It wasn't real. And that brother never really had the skills to really be a good friend. He wasn't raised that way. And you knew that shit from the very first day. But you gave him a chance and gave him away. And you showed him how to be better than the next man. Let's get it popping. Urban Therapy with Sun 752, and this is the Urban Therapy with Sun show. We do this every single Sunday from 1 p.m. till around 2:30-ish. And the reason that we say 2:30-ish is because sometimes it gets so heated that we just have to do a little OT on a Sunday. And it is Sunday. This is the show where adults come out and play with other adults. We laugh, we cry, we argue, fuss, and fight, go back and forth with each other, bust it up all crazy. We take an introspective look into our own personality to see the way that the universe projects us into this thing called the world and try to figure out this thing called life. I'm your host, Sun 752, aka Omar with the and if you can't say Omar with the well, then you just say Omar with the R. Oh, yes, what you do. You just say Omar with the and that's how we gonna do it. All right, y'all. So what y'all got for me? Huh? Well, what I got for me? It's rough, man. As much as we may be disenchanted sometimes really pissed off with the people in our lives, the people that we know. When it really comes down to it, our friends really make up a large portion of our personality growing up, because that's how we learn how to fit in. That's how we learn how to blend. That's how we learn how to defend ourselves. That's how we learn what we like, who we don't like, what we don't like. That's how we become influenced and learn new things that we probably wouldn't have come across on our own. So friends are a big deal. They are, and more times than not, more often than not, the people who act like friends don't matter are the ones who have gotten their feelings hurt by friends, or people who have a hard time making friends. Making friends, oh happy day. Making friends, oh happy day. It be like that. But friends are important. Cal Chamberlain, mi friend, mi favorita. Always a good time. Really great to see you. What's going on, man? I am so happy to see me some you. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh. But yeah, real track. Hold on. I'm sitting here trying to find the live version of this show, because I'm doing the show with the phone. But I'm trying to bring it up on the computer screen. And I'm not being successful. This is not. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, let me try this. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here. All right, that's good. Now I'm trying to see the comments, because that's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see the comments. Okay. Dang, man, this big ass screen and these comments little as shit. What's it worth? What's it worth? All right. I mean, those comments super small. I mean, they bigger here. All right, let me see. B2B says, anytime you gotta question a friend's integrity and truth, we not cool anymore. Makes sense to me. Makes sense to me. It does. But the thing is, that comes in different forms for different people, different friends at different times. Before certain people start showing you the bad part of themselves, they've probably shown you the good part of themselves. They've probably shown you the really loyal, protective, attractive side of themselves. And that's the part that you were getting into when you first met them. And when y'all start getting cool, and when y'all start getting close. And let's stay there for a minute. When you start getting close, or let's say when you start getting cool and when you start getting close with somebody, what are we talking about? What does it take for that to happen with you? If you go back in most of your friendships, even if you got to go all the way back to the sandbox or the cubby hole, take it all the way back to the cubby hole. What did it take for y'all to become friends? More than likely, y'all had something in common. Maybe y'all both like comic books. Maybe y'all both like dolls. Maybe y'all both like action figures. Maybe y'all both like the same cartoons, music. Maybe y'all looked alike and everybody already thought that y'all was related. Oh, y'all cousins? Y'all brothers? Nah. Because y'all be around each other all the time, or even when y'all were in close proximity. A lot of friendships kicked off that way. Maybe y'all had the same name. Oh, that's Troy and Troy, Terry and Terry, Sabrina and Sabrina. We call one of them Bree, and we call the other one Sabrina. She don't like to be called nothing for short. She funny about her name. It happens. It happens. When you're younger, y'all come together for all kinds of reasons. Sometimes people make y'all be friends when y'all wasn't even coming together on your own. Whatever. You remind me of him. He reminds me of you. Let me introduce you to them. Y'all it could have kicked off that way. You never know. But there was something that attracted y'all two together. So the same thing that attracted y'all to be together, what is the thing that separated y'all for good? And how long did it take? For some really good, strong relationships, or should I say friendships, and friendships are definitely relationships, it might have took years for somebody to so-called show their true colors. I don't believe that those are their true colors. They've been showing you their true colors all their lives. And that's the thing I have about this whole birds of a feather thing flock together. We probably, if you've ever hung around a group of friends, let's say you had a bunch of kids that lived on your block or in your neighborhood at the boys club, what they call them, Boys and Girls Clubs of America, whatever, the rec center, wherever y'all used to go to do y'all thing and hang out and socialize. Are all your friends that used to hang with each other, did y'all all do the same things? Y'all, let's say y'all all play basketball. Okay, so we all play basketball around the way. Pickup games, horse, rough house, whatever. That's cool. Maybe y'all play baseball and football too. That's cool. All of that. Maybe y'all had that in common. But each one of y'all couldn't play. In football, maybe one of y'all couldn't really throw. One of y'all definitely couldn't catch. In basketball, one of y'all couldn't shoot. Other one didn't have no handle. He could shoot, but he too easily compromised when it comes to stealing the ball from him. One of your friends out of all of y'all could fight better than everybody else. They might not have been able to play basketball, football, nothing, but they could rumble. And they wasn't necessarily the enforcer in your group. They was just somebody that everybody knew not to mess with. They didn't even necessarily have to be a bully. Because a lot of times people think that just because you can rumble, that means that you always waiting to beat somebody up. Now, I've known people who was really good with their hands, but it was all on defense. So if you couldn't fight as good as your man could fight or your girlfriend could fight, maybe you could jump rope better than your girlfriend could. You know what I mean? But she would scratch you. She'd pull all your hair out and, leave you a little lumped up. Not you, per se. But y'all didn't have everything in common. So what are we talking about when they say birds of a feather flock together? What is the feather that they flock together with? You understand what I'm saying? Let me even take it a little bit farther. If you think about the friends that you have now, even though we're probably too old to be hanging around in a group like we used to when we were younger. But if you think about the group of friends that you have, the friends that you have left, those relationships are probably very well cemented by now. You in your 40s, 50s, 60s, you know who your real friends are by now. You know what you can put up with by now. You know that if you go shopping with this one or go to a function with that one, whatever, you know how long you can put up with them and all of that. And you may have accepted that. Like, listen, just because I got a 4 or 5 hour limit with this person, it don't mean that they ain't my homie. Most people have a rich friend, and not necessarily rich, but a friend like that's really good with money. They work all the time, they scheme all the time, they hustle, they got their paper straight. They might not have their love life straight, but they paper straight. We all got that rich friend, the one that can afford anything. They ain't rich, but they can afford all of the things that we want. From the house, to the bags, to the jewelry, whatever. They always was good with the money. We all got a friend like that. It ain't all of us. It's that one. We all got that broke friend. The one that can't seem to keep their hands on no money. They might make good money at their job, or they might not even be able to keep a job. They broke all the time. Like, oh my God, I know if we gonna go to the bar, if we gonna go to the lounge, if we gonna go to the concert, if we gonna go to the park, and I already know I'm gonna have to come out my pockets, but we gonna hang around with this one. They might be the funniest one in the group, in your group of friends, but they ain't never got no money. Broke. Always talking about their bills. And you know them. You're like, you know what they do with their money. You know what your friends do with their money. Because you probably got that friend that get high. You know what they do with their money. You got that friend, they might be broke because they spend all of their money on clothes and shit like that. They fly as hell. They ain't never got no money in their pocket. Sitting at the bar in designer. Can't buy a drink. Got like 1/8 of a tank of gas in their car. Barely made it here. Almost had to push the car to the parking lot. Can't afford an Uber to get home. Yo, you going my way? That type thing. We all have that athletic friend. We all have that super political friend. That super political friend don't believe in nothing but conspiracy theories. We all got that friend. I'm telling you, y'all. Listen, my allergies acting crazy. Hold on a second. Oh, nah, they ain't gonna get it. They ain't gonna get it. Hold on, y'all. And this is the part that pisses me off. I definitely don't have a cold, but when your allergies is messed up, it's just as bad, right? Histamines, man, I'm itchy. So we all have friends with different facets of their personality, different things that they do, different values, and all that kind of stuff. So exactly what are the birds of a feather that flock together thing? What are we talking about? There may be one or two things, maybe more, that bring us together that we do have in common. But I guess what I'm trying to say is that you don't necessarily have to have a bunch of things in common in order to be cool with somebody. And a lot of times that's not even it. That's not even the thing that drives your friendship. But I'm curious about the things that separated y'all, the things that broke up your friendship for good. You mean y'all ain't cool no more? And you know how it is when you ain't cool with somebody no more. You don't even really want to talk about it, but people keep asking you because y'all used to be so cool. Y'all used to always be around each other. Y'all, you know what I mean? Y'all used to put y'all kids together. Y'all used to spend the night over each other's house. Y'all been cool since y'all was in single digits of your life. 7, 8, 9, 10 years old. You know, I never thought that she would sleep with my man. I never thought he would try to mess with my girl. Some of those things are unfathomable when it comes to your friendship. Maybe they stole from you. Like, out of all the people, you going to steal from me? You going to steal from me? Shout out to all of the people who have excused their friends and family members and loved ones, even though they stole from them. You ever go? I don't know about y'all, but I used to buy a lot of tapes and CDs, records. I bought a lot of records. I bought a lot of tapes. Cassettes was my thing. And then CDs. I used to buy CDs. I came home with new music every week, and not no 1 or 2 CDs. Like I used to look forward to Tuesday because Tuesday was always the release date. It was the release date for all my record buying people. Y'all, they already know Tuesday was the release date of all of the new records. So I was always looking forward to Tuesday. You ever go with somebody's house, like you ain't listened to one of your records in a while, maybe wasn't even thinking about it. Then you went to go find that record and you can't find that record. You're like, where's the record? Where's the tape? Where's the CD? What the hell? You ever go over one of your people's houses and you find your shit over their house and it's your CD or your tape or your album. You know why you know it? Because they don't buy records, tapes, and CDs. They do not buy music. You buy music. And if you're like me, my big sister taught me to mark my records, mark my CDs, mark my tapes. So you go over and what do you see? OM. Well. Shout out to all my peoples who forgave they peoples for borrowing your stuff, whether it was your music, some clothes, jewelry. And you learn a lot about forgiveness through your friendships. You learn a lot about that. Carol said, I have learned that everyone uses the term friends too loosely. I agree. And that's why I'm doing my best to try to define exactly what we mean by friend. Like, I ain't talking about somebody you was just somebody you knew, you hang out with every now. I'm talking about the people that you were close to, but even the people that you was cool with and considered to be a friend, but y'all wasn't that closely sociable, even with them, because there are things that'll let you know that you ain't messing with them no more either. There's certain things that you don't want to be associated with dealing with them no more also. Ain't that right? But what does it? What does it? Since birds of a feather flock together, since we were so cool, what got them up out of here for good in your mind? And it might not really be for good, because there's certain things that can really test the separation. There are certain things that can test the relationship, test the marriage, test the friendship. But there are also things that can really, really test a separation. Let me explain to y'all what I'm talking about. You promised yourself you wasn't talking to somebody no more. You wasn't dealing with them no more. You wasn't helping them out no more. You wasn't going to be with them no more. You wasn't hanging around them no more. You wasn't going to be supportive of them no more. You don't care what happened to them. And you know what happens to them? They get cancer. And you found out that they got cancer and they've been going through chemo and radiation treatments and all of that. And guess what? You going to put all of that bullshit to the side. Yeah, I was mad at me, some of you, but I'd be goddamn if I let my peoples go through this whole ordeal and get put in the casket if it comes down to that while we on bad terms. Not going to happen. None of that shit matters anymore. I got to go rescue my people. A friend getting really sick, or they, you know how it go. They mom passed. Oh man, Miss Tracy died. You right over the crib. You know how, I don't know about everybody, but you know how with black people, when somebody significant dies in the family, everybody flock to the crib. Everybody go to the crib. You know what I mean? We have I call it the pre-past. You know how you got the repast? Well, you got the pre-past. Soon as somebody die, ooh, it's YouTube. I mean, soon as somebody passes away, people come in with the macaroni salad. They come in with the potato salad. They come in with the chicken. They come in with the corn. They come in with the greens. They come in. You gotta have food. I don't know I'm not exactly sure why we do that, and they come in with the money. Hey, here goes some money. I know your grandma, how close y'all was, and you back, you know what I'm saying? The hell with the beef we had going on. None of that shit mattered. Your mom was like a mom to me. Your grandmom was like a grandmom to me. Your dad was like a dad to me. Your brother, your sister, y'all my family. Here go 50. I ain't got a lot right now. Here go 50. Here go 100. Here go whatever. That's how we do. You got the repass and you got the pre-pass. Or should I say you got the pre-pass? You know, when somebody passed in your family, your crib be flooded all the way up until the all the way up until and after the funeral. You know. You already know. Calls, visits all day. That's the real reason we can't go to work after somebody passes in our family. The crib full. Uncle this, people flying in, people coming through. Care Bear says, growing up, I didn't want friends, but my few friends from childhood are still my day ones. Friends that I made as an adult have taught me the meaning of fair weather friends. Ooh, fair weather friend. I won't be your fair weather friend. I'll be there to the end. I ain't even gonna lie. Do you know that's my favorite song by Johnny Gill? Fair Weather Friend is my favorite song by Johnny Gill. Okay. Mainly because I didn't really like none of his other songs. I mean, it was alright. It was alright. Kira says, man, you have a guest and phone calls for weeks afterwards. Yeah. And like I said, there's certain things that can test a friendship, test a relationship, test a marriage, test any type of bond that you have with somebody. But those same things can really test the separation. So yeah, I ain't mean to ever talk to such and such ever again. But Miss Tracy, Miss Kim, Miss Susan, Miss Loretta, damn man, Miss Loretta passed. She taught me so much. Miss Loretta taught me how to sew. Miss Loretta taught me how to, you know, I mean, when I had a baby when I was young, Miss Loretta taught me, you know, she showed me and she put me on to, and she, there's certain things that can test a separation. They test the separation. So what's that thing? What's that thing that separated you and your friends for good? That one thing, that thing that separated y'all. Vita said, people in my family would show up at a death I never even knew existed. Mm-hmm. Listen, man, you know, with us, with black people, when somebody significant passes in the family, we send out the bat signal. People be finding out about, they be finding out that you're like, how do you find it? Like that joint still be fresh. The body's still warm. They know. Then again, then you got people who should know, should have been at the pre-pass, the funeral, the repast, or whatever. 2 years later, 3 years later, they're like, your mom, what? Gilbert says they're cheating man or girlfriend. Ooh. B2B says, I'm so late, y'all. Sorry for my absence. I've been sick, having bad reactions to some medication the doctor gave me in September. Ooh. Well, listen, we've been all over the place anyway. I'm glad you're better. And I hope that you're better. But Our time's been all crazy, you know what I'm saying? This new work schedule of mine, you know what I mean? I blame it on me. I'm the one who messed up everything. Everything. Ooh, their behavior at a job, I got them. Ooh, oh. So you got them a job at your job, and they came in there making you look real bad. Or they start getting real new. Enough respect due. Dang. Peter said the medication is turning my wrist white and hurt still. Sheesh. Sheesh. Maybe you should lay down for a little while. Yeah. Watch this show while you laying down. Don't strain yourself too much. Just kind of chill. Yeah, this is tea. Red clover, echinacea, mullein, dandelion. Look. Dandelion. But yeah, that thing that separated you and your friends for good. Separated y'all. Got y'all up out of there. And if it's a group of y'all friends, what's the thing that made y'all not be together anymore the way that y'all used to? What's the thing that did it? What done it? What done it? What done it? Peter says, I got my ex-friend a job and she did not show up the next day. Pissed me off. Oh, yeah, man, will you vouch for somebody? First of all, the person might have been bitching about how they things ain't right on their job that they have, or they can't keep a job, they can't get a job, and you went to bat for them, talking to your supervisor, talking to your manager, talking to the owner, talking to HR, talking to whoever you got to talk to, putting your name on the line, acting as a reference. You did all of this work to get them a job, and what did they do? They shit on you. What did they do? They shit on you. What do they shit on you? And you can't understand why they did it, or they won't even admit it. They like, well, you know, I had some problems. You know, I wasn't really ready to get started. You know that I was going through something with my man or my woman, and I was really, really brokenhearted. I told you to wait just a little while, like some Janet Jackson shit. No, you didn't tell me none of that shit. You told me you needed some motherfucking money, that you needed some Christmas money and shit. You was a Carol says, or they complain that they need to make more money. More money. Vita says, the sad part, the manager showed me her text. Full of lies. He asked me what was she on drugs. Damn. What up, Poncho? And that's right. Yeah, go Eagles. I'm going to the game tonight. I'm going to the game tonight. Even though I hate night games. I said I'm going to the game tonight. And they better win, because that shit lasts. I don't want to go. I can't. I can't. I can't. Pancho says, you're so wholesome. Uh-oh. But that thing that separated you and your friends for good. You and your friends for good. What about your friends? Will they let you down? Will they be around to the end? Oh, what about your friends? For some people, friends are easy to make, and for other people, friends are very hard to make. And for a lot of people, friends are hard to keep. I think one of the biggest misconceptions about friendship is that y'all have to agree on everything. And those misconceptions are normally made by one of the friends. Like, no, I don't think that Beyonce is the best. Oh, well, I can't be dealing with nobody that's hating on B. I can't be friends with somebody that's hating on B. On the other side, you might be like, I can't be hanging with nobody that's obsessed with nobody like Beyonce. Are you crazy? She's a bum. I don't mean like a financial bum. She do bum shit. It ain't right. That ain't right. It ain't right. We ain't going to be here much longer, y'all. We about to get on the body here. We about to get on the body here, y'all. We ain't gonna be here long. No. B2B says, yes, Carol. And this is my neighbor, Family Dollar. Hello, but they my people. Vita says, and this is the one who spent $800 at the county. Pancho says 5-1, about to make it 6-1. I sure hope so. I don't know about you, Pancho, but I had a rough week last week. I don't like when the Eagles lose. I be too invested in this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, when they win, like my week seems to start off on the right track and I'm good. When they lose, I be like, man, especially when they lose the way they lost last week. Like, you can't lose to the Jets. Y'all never lost to the Jets before. Can't win them all. I think you can win them all if you play better. All you gotta do is be better than all you gotta do is play better than the next team. That's all you gotta do. Whoever you're facing, just play better than them. Got too many weapons to be playing like shit. Too many weapons. I mean, making us look bad out here. All right. I know one thing. I'm not used to skinny Batman dropping balls. All right, Anyway, yeah. The thing that separated you and your friends for good. The thing that separated you and the Jets. Man, you got the damn Pancho. You got me in Eagles mode. Gotta get out of it. I gotta let it go. It's painful, but I gotta let it go. All right. But yeah, the thing that separated you and your friends for good. Like, a lot of people who are friends of other people think that friends have to support each other even when they're wrong. Well, on one hand, I can understand that. On the other hand, I'm like, how are y'all ever going to learn how to do right if y'all supporting each other when y'all dead wrong? How you going to do that? But like I said, I don't think that friends always have to agree. I don't think that they always have to be in agreement. But some people can't handle disagreement among people that they are close to. And I think a lot of that comes out of social media, because on social media, anybody who you don't agree with or doesn't agree with you or that rubs you the wrong way, what do? Delete, block. Well, that's what other people do. I don't necessarily do that. I mean, for me to delete you or block you, you have to be personally coming at my neck and trying to do dirt. Let's do these birthday shout outs. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious last day of Libra. It's time to leave ya. The Scorpios are coming in tomorrow. What are we gonna do? It's about to get ill, real ill. I'm gonna tell you how I feel. It's about to get real for you. And they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special because they are special because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get number one out the box, Dawn Horton. Happy birthday to you. And Michael Unbothered James, turning 48 years old today. And Louisa Menchaca, turning 57 years old today. And Helena Hall, turning 62 years old today. And Tisha McBean, turning 32 years old today. And Braylene Ciprian, turning 26 years old today. I ain't got no 26 years old. Okay. And Cynthia Holden, turning 61 years old today. And Latanya Williamson, turning 43 years old today. And that's only Dorseka. Happy birthday to you. And Roger Busby, my man, turning 59 years old today. No, 58 years old today. And last but not least, my man Jazzy Joe Allen. DJ Jazzy Joe Allen. Many of y'all may know him from the Philadelphia area. DJing parties. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all. And I hope that today finds you all in good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And that goes out to each and every person out there who shares this birthday when it's glorious. October 22nd, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out. Rock on and do the damn, the rock out. Rock on and do the damn, rock out. Rock on and do the damn thing. You do the thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. Anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, hey yo, yes, there are things that bring you and attract you together with your friends, your loved one, your peoples, your family, but the things that will break y'all up, separate y'all for good. I think it's sad, and I always feel bad when I know people who were really close and then they not close no more. They not even cool no more. They not brown or down with each other no more. It's part of life. But like I said earlier, a separation can be tested. It ain't that hard for a separation to be tested. Because regardless of how much or how bad you were separated from somebody that you was really cool with, you probably ain't trying to, see them do bad by other forces, other karmatic forces that come through. So show love to your peoples, man, and hopefully they'll show love back to you also. But everything is going to be all right, and everything is going to be all right. Check it out. Hold up. Everything is going to be all right. Everything is going to be all right. Check your friends now. Everything is going to be all right. And everything is going to be all right. Slow yourself down. Everything is going to be all right. Everything is going to be all right. Your perspective. Everything is going to be all right. To check out your friendships like it was a detective. Is everything is going to be okay. Starting the day as long as you get your mind in the okay state of mind, and you will find that the sun will always shines, even if it's a rainy day. You make a brainy play and make sure that it turns out your way, that you want it and nobody going to front on you. You do what you got to do. And anybody who tries to tell you that you're not doing right when you're trying really hard to fight against the forces of nature, the people try to date you, the ones who try to underrate you, it's going to be okay as soon as you get correct and get your respect. They try to come at your neck, it ain't working because they not worthy. Plus they jerking. And you stay true. Yeah, that's what you do. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. I love y'all right back to life. We will be back tomorrow. I'm not really sure. Like tomorrow, I can actually do the show at 7 o'clock. But do I want to? I don't know. I don't know. We're going to see about it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about my love. But make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. Love is love, baby. We friends, right? All right. I know I am.